Revisit the great story of The Wizard of Oz and walk down the yellow brick road to recapture the excitement of the first time your eyes were glued to the TV and mesmerized by the whole Oz adventure. The Land of Oz is only open one weekend in October, so put on your ruby slippers and you're on your way to enjoy the Land of Oz Museum in Beech Mountain, North Carolina. You can meet Dorothy, the main character in the Oz adventure, and don't forget Toto. Dorothy lives in a small white house with her Aunt Em and her Uncle Henry. She longs for adventures outside of Kansas. Mrs. Myra Gulch never shows a smile. She is always angry with Dorothy and Toto for getting into her flowers. She wants to destroy Dorothy's dog. Dorothy meets the professor when she runs away from home. Professor Marvel appears to be a mystery himself. He travels from small town to small town telling fortunes. He tells Dorothy that something is wrong and she needs to go home. Her family is looking for her. When Dorothy goes home, she sees there's a tornado coming. She searches for her family but can't find them. She runs into her house and gets hit in the head. Her house is spinning and spinning, and she sees flashes of Mrs. Gulch saying, "Surrender, Dorothy. Mrs. Gulch is the Wicked Witch of the East." The Land of Oz has created the house as if a tornado has already hit. Walking through the house, you get the feeling that you have been in a tornado yourself, and you can visualize what Dorothy must have seen. When her house lands, she has landed in Munchkin Land, and her house has landed on her enemy, the Wicked Witch of the East. The people of Munchkin Land are so happy about what has happened. The coroner had pronounced her legally dead. When you walk out of Dorothy's devastated home, you see the house with the witch under it, and then you see the sign in the distance that points you to your way to the Land of Oz. You will meet all the Munchkins in Munchkin Land. They are all so full of colorful character and uniqueness. Glinda, the Good Witch, of course, is there giving you direction to the Oz Road. As you step your feet onto that yellow brick road, you feel as if you are part of the whole adventure, that you want to have your ruby slippers on. Along the Road of Oz, you will meet all of the characters. The Scarecrow, who is in need of a brain. The Tin Man, who is in need of a heart. And don't forget the Lion, who sneaks around looking for courage. You will come to the castle of the Wicked Witch of the West and meet all the flying monkeys. At last you make it to see the wizard. The wizard can grant you all of your wishes. When Dorothy finally gets here, she realizes that all she really wants is to get back home. The Land of Oz experience is so great. As you walk the yellow brick road with all of these characters, you feel that you have been transported back into a childhood adventure.